Congratulations to Sheila Graber for the bestowment. That is a word, right? Anyway, for being bestowed the highest honour of South Tyneside. Freedom of the Borough. You certainly do deserve it. Sheila from Shields. Sorry for my long silences, I'm trying to think of what else I need to say. I'm pretty much lost for words, actually. Links to the original South Tyneside Council video that I've used in this will be in the description area of this video. Please do watch the whole thing. Sheila is freaking awesome for the amount of work she's done, and it all seems to just totally come natural to her. Yet again, I will say, amazing, Sheila from Shields. Oh, and another thing, I did plan to interview her this year, but unfortunately I never got round to it. I'm really sorry about that. Sheila was up for it when I emailed her, and she said she was doing a load of charity work this year. I'll leave her to it. Who am I to interview such an amazing person?
Any further apologies? Councillor Porthouse, are you aware of any apologies?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. No, I don't have any other than the ones you
Councillor Hay.
mentioned. Thank you.
Councillor Anne Walsh, Mr. Mayor.
Any other apologies, Councillor Francis?
Councillor Bristow and Guy.
Who do we see here? I zoomed in. There is Sheila Graber. She's just sitting there waiting very patiently.
Thank you. Did I see any more? No. Okay. Does any member wish to make any declarations before we move on to the main item of business? And I'll just remind you that if you have a disclosable pecuniary interest, then this could prevent you from voting. So if you need to leave the chamber, do so at that particular time. That's understood? Okay. That's the formal business out of the way. Now, the only item of business today at this specially convened extraordinary meeting of the council, and I'm going to read this because we want to get it right, is to consider the proposal in pursuance of section 249 of the Local Government Act 1972 to bestow upon Sheila Graber the honorary freedom of the borough in recognition of her exceptional achievements and service in the arts, and also in gratitude for how she has brought distinction to and enhanced the reputation of the Borough of South Tyneside. I will ask Councillor Dixon, leader of the council, to move the motion.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. At our meeting earlier in January, the council discussed the proposal from the Constitution Committee and agreed unanimously to formally recognise and honour Ms. Sheila Graber by conferring upon her the highest honour the council can bestow, freedom of the Borough of South Tyneside. Today, colleagues, we make this a reality. Being granted the freedom of the borough is the highest honour to be bestowed on any individual or organisation. Freedom of the borough is an ancient privilege dating back to the 1600s and is reserved only for those deemed to have given eminent service. The council is absolutely delighted to be bestowing its highest honour on such a deserving and well-respected recipient. Sheila could not be more deserving of this marvellous tribute. She is truly outstanding with her talent, who has brought distinction to the borough and has no doubt enhanced the reputation. She is a superb representative of and for South Tyneside, and it could not be more appropriate for her to receive the highest honour that council can bestow. Sheila, you really could not be more eligible and a worthy recipient. Therefore, Mr Mayor, pursuant to Section 249 of the Local Government Act 1972, I move that the Council of the Borough of South Tyneside hereby admit Sheila Graber as Honorary Freedom of the Borough. Thank you, Mr Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Dixon. Is that seconded?
Seconded, Mr Mayor.
Councillor Hay, do you wish to speak now?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
I'm delighted to support the proposal to confer the freedom of the borough to Sheila Graber. I've known Sheila for many years through her wonderful, inspiring art and animation work. In recent years, I've had the privilege to meet with her to discuss her work. Her enthusiasm for our wonderful town and its heritage is second to none. Sheila was born in 1940, the daughter of George and Doris Graber. Her father was a merchant sea captain and later a pilot master on the River Tyne. Sheila attended Mortimer Road Infant School and Junior Schools, and later the Girls' High School here in South Shields. The family moved from Lavington Road in the town to Pollard Street on the Low Top. This is where Sheila got her official title, skit ender. For those of you who don't know what that means, it is Geordie South Shields slang for the term of people that live on the Low Top in our town. In 1957, the family moved to Vespasian Avenue, still on the Low Top. And in 1960, the family moved yet again, this time to the pilot's office in Green's Place, overlooking the busy River Tyne. It was from here that Sheila's subjects were first painted, inspired by the wonderful location and always encouraged by her parents, George and Doris. And I know some of her former pupils are with us today. After 20 years of teaching, in 1970, Sheila first began making animated films. Her work in this field from 1975 to 1980 is world-renowned and acclaimed. In 1975, Sheila created the animation for Paddington Bear, for the television series Paddington, which I'm sure you are all familiar with, the little bear with the marmalade sandwiches.
Paddington Bear was created in my hometown, where I am born and bred, as the term is. Oopsies, big mistake of mine. Sheila did not create Paddington Bear. She did a lot of animation work. I'm not sure when, but do a Google search and I'm sure you'll find out. Thank you to my friend Jean for pointing out that Paddington Bear is over 100 years old. It's like since creation. So there's no possible way that Sheila could have been the creator of Paddington. Thanks, Jean, for pointing that out, because I could have uploaded this video, like published it rather, and unbeknownst to me, I would have made a massive fool of myself.
But they'll never forget how they made you feel. And I think Sheila creates a wonderful ripple effect through her positivity and enthusiasm that she shares with people. She's full of light and she lights up other people, and those people then go on and hopefully pass that positivity on. I was really interested to see the exhibition at South Shields Museum, a couple of years ago.
I enjoyed that exhibit too. I'll give you the link to the video that I produced of my visit to the museum. I'll put that in the description of this video. Through editing this, I noticed that I say exhibit. What I meant was the word exhibition, just so you know. I did take a while to get running in the video, but there are some really interesting things in that video. Feel free to check it out, you don't have to. But back to that meeting at the council. Well, South Shields Town Hall. Well, it is the council. South Tyneside Council. I'm going to shut up and get on with the video. Sorry that I tend to ramble and I might not make sense a lot of the time.
And one of the things that really caught my eye, if I can find it, I took a picture on my phone at the time, Sheila's 5-star strategy, which was some principles for teaching. And as somebody who's involved in the arts and education myself, I paid keen attention to that. But these are also principles for life. And I really want to pay attention to a couple of them in particular. Number one of Sheila's 5-star strategy, everyone is different, support each person's strengths. I think that's a wonderful message, both in teaching and in life. And fifth,
I found those 5 points for you. This is from my own video. Please pause if you'd like to take note. Right, this is over 10 minutes, so let's just get Sheila on.
In 2020, to celebrate being 80, if you want to celebrate, why not? And it was postponed thanks to COVID. So it was when I was 81. So give me a chance to see my whole work from 11 to 81, which is very rare for anyone to get the chance to do that. Thank you, Jeff. Obviously, because of COVID, it was a bit limited, but at the end of it, Ray Spencer from the Customs House kindly invited us to put those pictures into the Customs House. Now, as you know, COVID was hard for anyone, but was really hard for the entertainment industry. And at that time, the Customs House was having a hard time. So I thought, why not use all these pictures that I've got and sell them, and let's give the money to the Customs House. So that's how it all began. Thank you, Ray.
I think now is the best time to show you, if you don't know who Sheila Graber is. Here I present to you some of her life experiences and things when I went to my local museum where she had that exhibition, and after that what this video, like what these video parts are leading up to, will then go back to Sheila at the town hall. And I don't know, I'm editing parts all over the place. This is really hard, okay? Please bear with me.
The name of the exhibition in 2020 was Sheila from Shields and her cat. I have to include a cat because a cat has been with me all my life when I'm working. And what we've ended up with a year later is basically the same concept with a different format. Obviously we can't do the practical workshops, we're doing them all online. So there's that running, and of course the title, because I thought by chance I made a film called The Boy, the Cats and the Rainbow. And it involved a little boy and 2 cats go to the end of the groin, and as they get to the top, this huge black cloud comes down, grabs them, takes them up, and it gets through the black cloud thanks to the sun, and they end up exploring a rainbow. And I thought, hey, that's very appropriate for now because rainbows are everywhere. The black cloud of the pandemic. So hence it became Sheila from Shields, her cat, and the rainbow. So I thought, well, let's use the rainbow as a symbol. So for my 80 years, every colour of the rainbow is 10 years, 0 to 80. And all the colours of the rainbow mix up, as you know, to form white. So all my life's work is about teaching and helping others to do stuff. And therefore, in the white area of the exhibition, you've got 30 pupils of mine. I call them pupils, they're on their 60s now. And what's nice is not just them, but people they've encouraged, their children or students, people they've encouraged, and people they've encouraged. So we've got 5 generations of folks who all believe that everyone is an artist and
I'm on my way to the museum now. Not really a bad day when it comes down to the weather. It was freezing cold yesterday morning, and it was cold this morning when it was still dark, basically sunrise time, but it wasn't as cold as yesterday. Hey, I'm British, we've got to talk about the weather, right? There's something from Sheila. Happy Halloween, everybody. I've noticed that I'm not good with maps, so I'm just going to find my own way around. Bit of an adventure. There's Sheila. Oh, I've seen this on YouTube. I'll have to give you a link to this animation. Nice work. Sheila has sectioned these out throughout different years of her life. You can see the different colours through the decades. It's okay if you're in the video, you know. Just a casual recording. Yeah, really interesting. Obviously she's been on the news enough times. From 2011 to 2021, age 71 to 81. So this is her current work. There is another quite big section here, but I'm just doing the basics of it. Hello, my reflection. And I'm being led on this way. It's quiet in here. just nobody around in this room. Wow. So much detail.
And then in the process of selling stuff, I thought, well, let's support Maria and the Willow's cats, who I've supported for years. Maria's done an amazing job for 50 years now with her cats. And also Sea Change, who, as you know, are brilliant with autistic folks and produce the best vegan burgers in the town, if not the planet. So
Sheila has given me an idea with this. That Sea Change place, is that on Ocean Road here in South Shields? Because this has given me the thought, going back to something that I somewhat cancelled. I really felt like it was too much pressure on me to arrange a gig, like a music gig, a band, at least one band to play for the celebration of my housing company. As this is the 50th year they have been around, apparently. Maybe I could actually get a band to play there. A bit difficult though, because there are so many members at the bunker in Sunderland. Yes, I'm wearing the jacket. The bunker. Would they be able to travel there? I don't need to be playing guitar or singing, but to arrange a gig really seems more possible now. It probably won't happen, but maybe. Sheila has really got me thinking now. By the way, I know at least 2 people with the name Sheila, so please don't confuse them. I don't mean confuse the 2 people that have the name Sheila. I mean, don't get them mixed up.
finally, I've done a lot of looking at Gazette clips, 1970, in that room, giving a show for the Mayor's charity. I never thought, 50 years on, I'd be here doing this. Great honour. Thank you very much. Enjoy your dinner. Thanks.
As the applause can't be heard on the original video, they look kind of dreamy here, don't they, with the lighting effect coming from the window. Anyway, here's to you, Sheila. Massive applause. We love you. All of your work. Absolute genius. I can't clap anymore. My hands are kind of hurting. But no, I'll keep going. Sheila fucking is awesome. Oops. Thank you for watching. It's raining outside and I like it when it rains. All a matter of art.